All right, let's see. All right. Hello, everyone, and peace of the Lord to all of you. I hope my voice coming in good and clear. Please let me know if you have see. Oh, my voice is coming twice. Hold on. All right. I need to mute. Okay, one of them. All right. Am I heard? Let's see the chat. All right. All right. Thank you very much for being here. Please invite your friends. And if you have 4 wives and 70 children, today our topic is very important, extremely important. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how many of you can live your life without what you will learn today. So today is a point of a change in your life. It's a history. Today, we have an imam. He is going to teach you, excuse my language, how to do shit properly according to Allah teaching. You know, oh, sorry, you don't know, that if you don't do shit properly according to Allah teaching, do you know what will happen to you? Do you know what the consequence? Your bathroom business. I don't want to use the word shit too much. That's shitty talk. But sorry, this is what it is about. You have no idea how much pain, how much torture, how much penalty it can happen to you because you are doing shit in the wrong way. So our brother here, may Allah bless his shit and give him more wisdom to teach us more about shit. He is in the bathroom to give you, to deliver to you his knowledge. He have a PhD in shit. Actually, this is what my dad told me when I graduated from the, law degree. I said to him, hey, Dad, I finished. He said, you have a degree in farting. He did not use the word shit. He was more polite. So he is now in the bathroom of the mosque, and he is going to give you a very important information. So please invite your friends and take this shit seriously, because it is.
Of using toilet and how to purify yourself after using the toilet according.
Hold on. What?
Of using toilet and how to purify yourself on the etiquette. Welcome to another how-to video. In this video, we will
remember carefully. This is how to video. Do it yourself at home. This is what? This is how to video. Do it yourself at home. So, disclaimer. This is not me talking. I'm not saying to you how to do it. You do your business as you wish. But this is according to Allah. According to Allah. If you don't do the shit, excuse my language again. How many times I have to do excuse me? I mean, why? Just say it as it is, man. Okay. It's very important, because if you don't do shit according to Allah, shit be upon you. Literally. Listen carefully.
to another how-to video. In this video, we will guide you on the etiquette of using toilet and how to purify yourself after using the toilet according to the Islamic perspective and the prophetic tradition.
Oh, look at that.
Before we begin, it's important to understand that purifying ourselves from impurity is a condition for our prayers to be valid and accepted by Allah. Negligence in cleaning after using the toilet can also lead to punishment in the grave, as stated by the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Look at this. You don't do it according to Islam, there is a punishment in the grave. You thought you did your shit 50 years ago. And it's buried, it is gone, the sewage swallow it, and guess what? Now you are in the grave, and you will be punished for that. You think you get away from your horrible sin. What was the sin exactly?
Now, let's discuss the following etiquette: before using the toilet, whilst using the toilet, and after using the toilet. Number 1, say Bismillah. This means in the name of Allah.
Listen, you sit in the toilet seat. Before you do anything, brother, do you want the liquid to come easy? Do you want, excuse my language, the shit to come up? Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah shit al-azim. What the heck is that? So now I'm going to go to the bathroom. I have to say in the name of Allah? What the heck? Are you serious? Do you hear the consequence if you don't do those steps? This is step number one. There's a punishment in the grave. We will talk about that later. You let us say you are in a rush, like you wanna go before you know, before shit happen. By the way, excuse me, I mean the whole topic is about shit, so I don't know what to say. So if you don't like to hear this word, just leave, you know? Or you know what? Don't listen to it. Install filter in your and by the way, now we have a new admin, so I added a few names. I found how to add admins. So Alfred, you are an admin, and there's other maybe two names, I think, yeah. They are admins too. So now you want to enter the bathroom. This is serious, guys. Don't you see we are laughing, right? But those people, they take it seriously. This is why Islam is so stupid. Muhammad, not only he is a terrorist, he is terrifying those people. He wanna make their brain inside a box. They are afraid of everything. Even shit is a problem. There's fear everywhere. This religion is based on fear. And Muhammad, he don't want them to think. He want them just to be captured inside their fear. Don't use your brain. So now this is step number one. You enter the bathroom, brother. Very important, brother. Very important. Otherwise, you will be punished in the grave, as the Prophet said.
To be valid and accepted by Allah. Negligence in cleaning after using the toilet can also lead to punishment in the grave, as stated by the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now, let's discuss the following etiquettes: before using the toilet, whilst using the toilet, and after using the toilet. Number one, say Bismillah. This means in the name of Allah. The Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the eyes of the jinn are blocked from seeing the private parts of the children of Adam when one of them.
That's deep. The eyes of the jinn are blocked from seeing the aura, the anus, you know, your anus. Listen carefully. Let us be serious here. If there's any one of us, he like his anus to be exposed to the genie. We have to be honest here. You go inside the bathroom, you sit in the toilet seat, and now what? Your security is being exposed. The main gate of you. To who? Not even to human. Those are genie. Genie in the ball. Crazy. That's deep. That's so serious. I'm afraid. So I hope from now on, all of you, write down, and like I want you to make a print in your door, in your bathroom door, if you are a Muslim. Number one step, say Bismillah. Come on, you have to do it. You see, otherwise your anus or your vagina, if you are a female, or even your penis, is seen. What that will do? They will play with your bowels.
Says Bismillah upon entering the washroom. Number two, enter with your left foot.
Look at this. Listen carefully. Imagine the stupid you entering the bathroom with your right foot. That is a deadly mistake. Did you hear it? Those are golden advice. I mean, those can save your anus, can save your future, can save your life, can save your judgment day. So What we do, Sheikh, can you say it again? Which foot we have to do? Number two?
The eyes of the jinn are blocked from seeing the private parts of the children of Adam when one of them says Bismillah upon entering the washroom. Number two, enter with your left foot. Number three, say the following supplication. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-khubthi wal-khaba'ith.
So now you are in the shit room, literally. You said in the name of Allah before you enter the bathroom. Now you are going to do shit for real. And you know, the funny thing is, the Muslim, they are saying to us, their God is involved in everything, including their shit. So now he's going to shit, literally. And he is not going to be protected, his anus, unless he say certain words, and he enter with certain foot. Listen carefully. The sentence is not activated, is not powerful, unless you say the following statement. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-khubthi wal-khaba'ith ya shaytan ya rajim. What the heck is that, man? Say it again. What you say?
Say the following supplication. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-khubthi wal-khaba'ith. This means, O Allah, I seek refuge in you from all offensive and wicked things. Number four, try not to speak unnecessarily or use your phone.
It's and the funny, they are recording a guy in the toilet seat doing it for real. And look, he is looking at you and like, why? Okay, what will happen if we speak in the bathroom? Okay, now we took all the requirement for protection. Like, isn't it the genie now cannot see our anus? Didn't we enter with the left foot? Didn't we say Bismillah before we enter the bathroom? So now what is the danger? What is the risk exactly? Can you please elaborate? And look, the guy is sitting there in the bathroom for real.
Not to speak unnecessarily or use your phone while using the toilet.
Why?
It was reported that a man passed by the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam whilst he was urinating and greeted him. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam did not respond back and said to him, if you see me in this state, do not greet me, for I will not respond.
What?
Number
But how come you cannot explain that you're a prophet? He's a person who do poo-poo in the street. This guy is sitting in the bathroom alone. So nobody will greet him. Who's going to greet him there? You think like there is, you Muslim, you follow the prophet, you shit everywhere. So what he is talking about, actually, Muhammad was standing in the street, doing it in the street, exposing his penis to children and women. And the man, he was not greeting Muhammad. The man, he was trying to say to Muhammad, we saw you, you idiot. Look where you do it. So Muhammad did not respond because he sensed that the man is insulting him, not greeting him. He is saying to him, look at you. You are just a piece of garbage. You are exposing your penis in the street. You cannot go home and pee and piss and shit in the street. Otherwise, how in the world a man passed by? Are you with me, guys? A man passed by and he greeted the prophet when he was doing shit. Okay, what do you mean man passed by? Where Muhammad is doing it exactly? Okay, continue.
5, sit down and avoid urinating while standing whenever possible.
I cannot believe it. Even they are showing you his ass. Look, what? What? Avoid. Okay. Hold on.
Down and avoid.
What the heck is this? This is a really shitty movie.
Urinating while standing whenever possible.
The prophet, he told them not to urinate when you are standing. But Abdul, why you are using a toilet seat? You're a prophet, he never used a toilet seat. He don't sit in a toilet seat. This is the act of the kuffar. You're a prophet, he sit down all the way. And he piss like a woman. Why? Listen carefully.
Radiallahu anha narrated saying, whoever tells you that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam urinated standing up, do not believe him, for he would not urinate except sitting. Number 6, avoid facing or turning your back to the Qibla. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, whenever you go to relieve yourself, neither turn your face nor turn your back toward the Qibla.
By the way, everything he said, Muhammad he did. I can show you the hadith, Muhammad pissing standing, and I can show you Muhammad shitting facing the Qibla. And the one who reported him was the brother of Zainab. Oh boy, man, that's really horrible. So Muhammad is a person who claimed he's a prophet. He said to them, don't do those things, but then he do it. So he was shitting facing the Qibla, you know, and he was everything he is saying don't do, he was doing. So he said that Aisha, she said, whoever said to you that the prophet he did peace standing, he is lying. But we have authentic hadith that he did. Let me show you. Let me stop the comedy movie for a second. But do you see how stupid this is? This is a religion. This is a stupid. This is really a religion. If this is a religion, so what is what is a stupidity? Who in the world wanna believe in such a garbage? Okay. In fact, there is a hadith from Aisha herself saying that the Prophet, since he received Quran, he started pissing standing. But let me see if I can find it in English, which usually is the issue, how to find things in English. If not, we can find it in Arabic. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe we cannot find it here, but we can find it in a different place. And this is a very authentic hadith. So let us use this website here. All right. All right. So here, this is the hadith. He says, Aisha herself, we just heard him saying that Aisha, she said, if anyone says to you that the Prophet, he do pee, he did ever pee standing, he don't listen to him. He's a liar. But this is Aisha herself, and this is authentic hadith. Let us use Google translation. Oh, this is not Google browser. Give me a second. I thought this is Google browser. Hold on. I think it's a Google browser. Okay, it is. All right. So it's a Google browser. So let us do it. All right. So here you see, it says, this is the first one. The Messenger of Allah, he urinated, and the Arab, they start saying to him, look, he urinate like a woman. He urinate. Everybody noticed, this is nobody do. Why are you doing this? This man is weird. And then you will see down, it says here, Aisha, she said, that it happened to the Messenger of Allah, that he do pee standing since he received the Quran. So Muhammad before received the Quran, always he pee sitting. After he received the Quran, he pee standing. And as you say, it says Sahih. This is Sahih. So here, those videos, uh, like he have a beard and he's supposed to be a sheikh, but always we can get them busted in 2 seconds. But those things can be valid for someone who do not know, have no knowledge, to the point he is coming to learn from such a person about how to do shit. I mean, you have to be really a person of ignorance, stupidity, thinking that there is a person who is sent by God, that is Muhammad, and then a person who is believing Muhammad, that this guy, and they are the one who will tell you how to do shit. You have to be really a mentally ill person to go that far and to believe in such a thing. In the same time, if we look again at this story here, why Muhammad, he was like, if he always shit when he is sitting, so why now he decide to shit or sorry, to pee when he as a standing, since he received the Quran? I mean, what happened? What difference is going to make? This is how stupid this cult is. But later we will find out that the reason for that, if you do pee and the pee touch your feet, you will be tortured in the grave. When Allah he sent the angel of death to you, the angel of death, you are dead now supposedly, but they will do torture you. And one of the major reasons to be tortured, according to Islam, if a drop of piss touch your feet. Listen carefully. Here the guy, I did not watch this video before, but I just searched, and he is going to tell you a little bit about the punishment in the grave. I hope you will be able to sleep peacefully tonight. I don't know how many of you will convert to Islam after you hear this. My friends, take my advice and convert immediately. Listen carefully.
إذ يتوفى الذين كفروا. If only you can see. Who's Allah talking to? He's talking to Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
Muhammad, yeah.
Allah said, وَلَوْ تَرَى Muhammad, if only you could see at the time the disbelievers, they die. See what? What does Allah say? That Muhammad, if only you could see. What is this talking about? Al-malaikatu, angels. Allah said, Muhammad, if only you could see the angels. يَضْرِبُونَ, what are they doing? Slapping, striking, beating. What? Wujuhahum, the faces of these people, as they're ripping out their souls, they're slapping them on their faces. Not just that, وَأَدْبَارَهُمْ, their backs, they're striking them, beating them from their backs and their faces. And what they're saying, وَذُوقُوا عَذَابٍ, taste the punishment, al-hariq, of the blazing fire. That's the moment that the soul is being ripped out of the body. Another ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَلَوْ تَرَى Muhammad, if only you could see Muhammad. See what? Is it ظَالِمِينَ, the oppressors, the people who are oppressive, the wrongdoers, those people. See them when? فِي غَمَرَاتِ الْمَوْتِ, at the time of death. وَالْمَلَائِكَةُ, and the angels, بَاسِطُوا أَيْدِيهِمْ, they stretch out their hands. Why? They're beating them as they're putting out their souls. And what did they say? أَخْرِجُوا أَنفُسَهُمْ, take out your soul. Take it out. Why?
Immediately.
Because now you must be punished. You lived the life of disobedience. You were told and you were warned repeatedly over and over again. You knew this day would come. You did not care. You slept with whoever you wanted to sleep with. You fornicated with whoever you wanted to.
When you hear this, you think Islam is against fornication. When this is the religion of fornication, they just changed the name. You can go rent a woman for one night stand, and they call it urfi or muta. There's a marriage, they call it zawaj friend, which means a woman, she's your friend, but you don't live together. When you are horny, both of you go to the hotel. They just change all kind of names of fornication, and now he's saying because you fornicate, you will be punished. When Islam is the religion which encourage fornication, promote fornication. Even the heaven of Islam is fornication. How many women you will sleep with? How many boys? Even men. But when they make speeches, you hear them, you think, oh, this is a religion like others. They are against fornication. We just heard him. That is false. Muhammad himself is the biggest fornicator. When Zainab, she said to him, hey, Zainab, Muhammad, you want to marry me? But shouldn't we have witnesses for the marriage? Because in Islam, you have to have witnesses. Otherwise, it's a fornication. He says, Allahu wa malaikatahu shuhudi. Allah and the angels are my witnesses. But if this is the case, well, there's no fornication then. Any man is sleep with the women. Allah is seeing, the angel are seeing, so it's marriage. But I want to show you where he's, let us see. I'm not sure when he's going to speak about the punishment of the grave. Let us skip a little bit.
The way the soul will come out, it's like you take some cotton wool,
Yeah.
and what do? The cotton wool, you wrap it around a thorny branch. When you rip out the branch, what happens to the cotton wool? It rips. That ripping out of the branch is your soul. The cotton wool is your body. Of course, the person that's a righteous soul, the angel of death will come to you with a beautiful face. And it will come to you and it will take your soul out so smooth. It will be as if you have a jug of water and there's a drop of water and it's just flowing out smoothly from the jug.
Look how
That's
nice.
for the righteous people. Inshallah, that's for you guys. But today, brothers, I don't want to talk to you too much about the righteous soul. You know why? Because we're asleep and we need to wake up. And sometimes you need a heavy alarm bell that's ringing so hard to wake you up because you keep putting that alarm on snooze otherwise. We live in a day and age where, you see, the default position is that we should be scared. You should be more scared when you're living in this world, my brothers and sisters, than you should be hopeful. Of course, fear and hope are two wings that you need to fly to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But throughout the most of your life, what should you do? For a majority of your life, my brothers and sisters, you need to be people who are more scared.
We moved
And
the
the
video.
proof of this is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He mentioned in Surah At-Tur that the people who made it to Jannah, the ones who actually made
Let us move a little bit. I'm interested in what he will say about the punishment of the grave. Let us go here. Give me a second.
He said, seek refuge in Allah from the punishment of the grave. And then he repeated this 3 times. He said, seek refuge in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from the punishment of the grave. The narration mentions 2 or 3 times. And then the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam began to describe what happens inside of the grave. First, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam talked about the righteous soul. He said, when the person is in the grave, 2 angels are going to come to this person. They're going to make him sit up. He's been lying down too long on that stretcher, lying down on that coffin for too long. Get up. They're going to make him sit up straight.
Get up. Come here.
No questions asked. Then ask him.
For those people in the chat keep talking Ramzi. Who is Ramzi? Same time, is it important for us? Anyone would like to call us, he can call us. Don't post those names. As you see, we go to the debate, them, they don't dare. So don't post those names, otherwise I will consider you trying to promote them and I will block you. All right? So be smart, don't be silly. You said what once, we did not mention, we did not answer, obviously we don't care. So don't keep repeating the same thing. Zamzi, Damzi, who are those people? Don't be silly. If they want to debate us, give me their Skype. Don't mention to me in the chat. Give them my Skype, let them call me. If you have a sheikh for me, he was willing to debate me, just tell him, this is my Skype, and give me his Skype, I will call him. Otherwise, those chat thing promoting Muslim channels is stupid. We get them busted. As you see, just yesterday, 2 days ago, we went to the channel of this potato. He ran like a coward. He's a coward. So all of them the same. We went to Zakir Naik. Did he accept to debate us? No. We know who they are. So focus with me. So now you are dead, yet you are going to be tortured by the angels in the grave.
Gonna go straight into it. Man Rabbuk, who is your Lord? Who is your Lord? What does that question mean? Lord, what does Lord mean? Well, I don't like the English language because it doesn't really express what the word means. In Arabic, the word is Rabb. You know what Rabb means? Rabb means master. Master.
That's deep.
If there's a master, then that means there is a slave. So when the angels ask you, who is your master? Can anyone ask that if he's not a slave? Can anyone answer that if he's not a slave? If you didn't live like a true slave, you will not be able to answer that question.
Did you understand? He is saying the only way to be able to answer this question, if you live as a true slave. This is Islam. Islam is a slavery. If you are a true, he's not talking about true slave meaning he's a bad person. No. According to them, the true slave is the one who is a good Muslim. Islam is religion of slavery. So if you are not a true slave, you will not be able to answer the question. So the angels now, they are dead. They take you from the coffin and they ask you three questions. The first one, who is your Lord? He said the word Rabb in Arabic means master. In fact, this is not Arabic word. This is coming from the Aramaic and the Hebrew, and can come even as a rabbi. And this guy is an idiot. Rabb not necessarily mean God, but can be even a rabbi. It can even a lord of the house. But anyway, a potato is talking, claiming to be a sheikh. He have a beard, so they believe him.
If you did not enslave yourself to Allah, you are not going to be able to answer Allah. Some of you are slaves to your girl. Your girl is your master.
Who?
You are your girl's slave. Some girls, they're slave for men. All day, every day, disrespecting herself for men. Sending them private snaps. Sending them DMs. She's one way outside. But inside the house, her dad thinks she's a righteous girl. Snapchat, she's doing all sorts of filth. Why? Because she wants to impress the men. She's a slave to men. Some of you are slave to what? To your own desires. Can't control yourself. One time, see something, you have to jump in. Filth. Can't control yourself. Can't. Some of you slave to your tongues. Can't help keep.
Okay. Well, tell us about the punishment of the grave. I mean, what? You want to give us this? I assure you, this guy, if he see a woman with short skirt, his eyes will come out. Even he's a prophet. A woman walk by, he got so excited, and he went to his wife and he said, "Women, they advance in the shape of the devil, and they leave. But now they want to give you a speech about how righteous they are. You are a slave of everything." This potato, he is everything against what he speak. I assure you, all of them.
What are the principles that you live by? Ask yourself, do you uphold the pillars of Islam? Because our way of life has pillars.
Tell us about the money of the grave now. Don't. We want to see the punishment.
30 seconds. Get close. Obey your messenger, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. To pass the test in the grave. Does that mean you just open up the Qur'an and you read it? The recitation of the Qur'an is of two types.
You have to recite the Quran because that to protect your anus. In fact, there's a video better than this one. Let me see if I can find it. But let us jump to the previous one temporarily.
However, if you're using a fixed toilet seat in a room and have no other choice, it is permissible to face or turn your back to the Qibla.
No way.
Number 7, be careful not to let drops of urine land on your clothes or body.
What? Be careful not to let a drop of urine in your clothes or your feet or etc. What will happen, brother? And did you hear the tiber, machine tiber? This is technology. The Sharia of Islam today is highly involved with high technology videos. Let us play it again.
Or turn your back to the Qibla. Number 7, be careful not to let drops of urine land on your clothes or body. Negligence in this regard was mentioned as a reason for the punishment in the grave by the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, avoid urine, for most of the punishment of the grave is because of it. Number 8, use your left hand when washing your private parts. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam instructed, when one of you goes to relieve himself, he must not touch his private parts with his right hand or wipe it with his right hand. Number 9, clean yourself properly.
You know, when you hear this, you think those people really they do what they're saying. Muhammad himself, he used to clean himself with the 3 rocks. Muhammad himself, he used to take shower with dead dogs and women, blood from period and garbage. In fact, Muhammad, when he cleaned himself after he finished masturbation or he finished poo, he dry his hand on the wall. So when you hear the Muslim talking about those things, the first thing you think, okay, they must be really, they are people who they are taught to be very clean to the point they are making being clean is about salvation. But you will notice none of those things about being clean. None of them. Even if you drop, let us say you are urinating, you know, standing in a field or whatever, and then you know when the urine hit the rocks or hit any solid object, return back in your feet. If this is about cleaning, you can clean it, correct? If it happened, you can clean it, you can wash it. No, 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 no. If those things touch you, you cannot, that's it. You will be punished in the grave. And all those fiction stories, Muhammad, he take always as usual from the Jews. Muhammad is not a prophet. Muhammad is an ear, as a chapter 9, verse number 60 says. He's an ear, whatever he hear, he take it from people, he make it a rule. So here you notice, a Jewish woman, she come to Muhammad. Muhammad, he never, ever, in his lifetime, mentioned the punishment of the grave. Never. Until a Jewish woman, as you see. A Jewish woman, she entered into the house of Muhammad. Muhammad now he lived between the Jews. So he started learning stuff. And most of them, they are fictions and stupid. A Jewish woman, she entered the house of Aisha. And as you see, this is very authentic hadith in al-Bukhari. Let me make it more clear to you so you can see it better. Sorry, this is not the one. This one here is about, you see, do you see guys here? Actually, by mistake, I click at this one, but I don't want to skip it. Look what by mistake, what I click at. You see, he was saying in the video there, because you fornicate, they will take beat you because you did this, you are disobedience. But look what the hadith here saying. That Muhammad, he said that Allah, he sent him a messenger and he told him, anyone he die from his nation and who don't associate with Allah and believe Muhammad, he will enter heaven. He says, even if he is a fornicator, even if he is a thief, he said, even if he's a fornicator, even if he is a thief. So do you see how awkward Islam is? Just believe in Allah and Muhammad, and you are going to go to heaven. It's in front of you. Even though it was not my intention to stop with this one. But let us go back to Adab al-Qabr and the Jewish women. Actually, I click at this one, but the website is taking me for a different place when I click. So we will stay here. Aisha, she said, a Jewish woman, a Jewish came to her and mentioned the punishment of the grave, saying to her, may Allah protect you from the punishment of the grave. Aisha then asked Allah apostle. In fact, this is not the correct story. Aisha, she refused to accept what this woman she's saying. She said, this is not true. This is a lie. So her and the Jewish women, they were fighting over it, if it's true or not. So Muhammad, he came out and he heard them. He heard loud sound in the yard between Aisha and the Jewish women. So he told her, what is the problem? She said, look what she is saying, that, you know, if a urine touch your clothes or etc., you will be tortured in the grave. Muhammad right away, he said, yes, she is right. And then Aisha, she said, and since then, Muhammad never stopped saying, I seek refuge from the punishment of the grave. Since then, not before. Muhammad never mentioned it before. This is why Aisha, she was arguing about it. You see it? All of this, Muhammad never mentioned it, to the point Aisha herself, she never heard Muhammad saying that. So now the Jewish woman, she said it, Muhammad, he copied it, Muhammad, he taught it, Muhammad, he commanded, and now it become part of Islam. All of this is about the punishment of the grave. And Muhammad, he keeps saying, I seek refuge by Allah from the punishment of the grave. You see it? Actually, here in this hadith, you will see what I told you about what's happened for real. Aisha, she said to her, it's a lie. Read carefully. A Jewish woman entered into me, Aisha, she's saying, and she said, the torment of the grave because of urine. This is the first time the Muslim, they heard this from a Jewish woman. The torment of the grave is because of urine. I said, Aisha speaking, you are lying. Do you see it? Why Aisha, she will say that? Because she never heard Muhammad saying that. Do we agree? Otherwise, Aisha, she will say, yeah, you are right. She did not say, no, this is not hard to believe. She said, you are lying. Muhammad never mentioned it. And then she said, no, it's true. So the Jewish woman, she said, it's true. It's true. We cut our skin and our clothing because of it. The Jews, they cut their skin if their urine touched their skin. Who was going to believe that? Somebody cut his skin because urine touched it? You will lose your skin. You will be dead. I mean, who is going to do that? Aisha now, she is more aggressive and she accused her more of lying. And they start shouting, as you see. The messenger came out to pray and our voice become loud. He said, what is this? So I told him what she said. He said, she spoke the truth. And look what Aisha, she said. After that day, I want you to focus with me in this sentence. After that day, he never offered any prayer, but he said the following. The prayer, this sentence here, which mean, the God of Jibril and Mikael and Israfil, grant me refuge from the punishment of the grave. Muhammad never mentioned that before all his life. Suddenly now, I have my timer because I don't want to stay long here. Suddenly Muhammad now, he is mentioning it every time he pray. Isn't it this alone is enough to prove that Muhammad is just an ear, as chapter 9 verse number 60? He just hear things he added to his religion, he's fake. How come Muhammad never mentioned this before? And how come now, after this incident, never pray without seeking refuge by Allah from the punishment of the grave? Isn't it obvious? How stupid a human being can be. He is just copying a Jewish woman, you know, a Jewish woman who Muhammad, he never heard. You know, she is nobody. She is just a Jewish woman. She's nobody. She have no authority to teach. Muhammad, he copied what the Jewish woman she said, and he took what she said for granted, and suddenly now this has become very solid part of Islam. And now Muslims, they have tons of articles and tons of video talking about what will happen to you if you go in the bathroom and little urine touch you. You will be punished in the grave. All of this because of a Jewish woman. Have nothing to do with God, teaching, and most likely those Jews, they used to give him false information in purpose because they knew him. He is a person who copied. They want to make fun of him. Like the story of Zulqarnain. The Jews, they came to him, they said, tell us about Prophet Zulqarnain. So they made him believe that this guy, which is Alexander the Great, is a prophet. And now Muhammad, he added in the Quran, and Muslim cannot get rid of it. And then he added a fiction story, which is written hundreds of years before Muhammad, about Zulqarnain, how he found Gog and Magog, and how he built a dam. This is a fiction story. Muhammad, he took it as it is, he put it in the Quran. Here in front of us in this video, let us take it here. This guy is going to teach us a little bit about the wisdom of Allah and the punishment of the grave. You better convert before you are being punished, brother.
As for the one who you seen the boulder coming on top of his head and being smashed right on his head, and it was continuous like that until the day of judgment. Two things in Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam he mentions. He says فَإِنَّهُ يَأْخُذُ الْقُرْآنَ فَيَرْفُضُهُ. فَإِنَّهُ يَأْخُذُ الْقُرْآنَ. يعني he takes by the Qur'an. يعني he knew this Qur'an and he understood the importance of this Qur'an, and he was a Muslim, and he said آمَنْتُ بِكَلَامِ اللَّهِ, I believe in the word of Allah. And he knew it was the problem for all his solution for all his problems. He knew everything about it. He knew everything, and he knew how much Allah Azza wa Jalla would be happy and pleased with him if he read it. يَأْخُذُ الْقُرْآنِ. But then what does he do? فَيَرْفُضُهُ. He puts it and he turns his back away and he keeps walking. He neglects, he abandons. I can tell you, you knew so much about the Qur'an and you knew its significance. Why didn't you turn to it? Why didn't you implement that which you knew? For that was his punishment in the grave. Listen, the next half of the narration says, وَيَنَامُ عَنِ الصَّلَاةِ الْمَكْتُوبَةِ. And he sleeps during the time of the obligatory prayers. He sleeps. He doesn't wake up for the obligatory prayers. Huwa subhanallah. You know what you conclude from the hadith? And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
Look. Guys, did you notice how the fiction now extending? Muhammad, first time ever about punishment of the grave because of urine. Now Muhammad, he start adding things. If you don't pray, if you don't fast, if you don't give him money. Did you notice? In the beginning, it was just about urine. And it was getting to Muhammad from a Jewish woman. And now Muhammad, he took the important part of the story, which is the punishment of the grave. And he start adding a flavor. You know, in the Middle East, we say, like curse upon the one who repeat a lie and don't add to it. Like somebody, he was in the market, he saw a car hit a bicycle. He tell his friend, I saw a car hit bicycle and the guy died. The other guy, he says, I saw a car hit a bicycle and 3 people die. The other guy, he say, well, I saw a car. So everybody have to add a spice. So now Muhammad, he heard the first story from a Jewish woman, as we showed you from the reference, proving that Muhammad never heard this story before. And now Muhammad is adding things as you hear. If you don't pray, punishment in the grave. If you are not fasting, the angels will smash your head. And he start adding even description for the angels, how they will look like, blue eyes, etc. I mean, he start adding things to make those people live in fear.
He put these two in one rank. The one who does not pray, the one who neglects his salat, and the one who neglects the Qur'an, they're exactly the same in their punishment in the grave. And he says, and you know the seriousness of the one who neglects the salah. You know the seriousness of it. This is why you'll force yourself to pray. And you'd get up, even if you can't taste the sweetness of the salah, you'll get up and you'll pray. We know the seriousness of abandoning the salah. And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
See, Muhammad is forcing them to pray not because they believe, but because they are scared. You better get up and pray, because you know what will happen to you when you go to the grave now? So this guy is all his life as a Muslim, and today he could not get up. This is how stupid this silly, Muhammad, he said to them, if you say in the name of Allah 100 times, all your sin is gone. So what are you talking about? All your sin. How you are going to punish me for not praying once in the grave? And then you say to me, in the other hand, if you say the name of Allah 100 times before you sleep, all your sin is gone. Which one we believe? This is not even good for kids. Even not convincing for kids. Who is going to be convinced by this? If there is really punishment in the grave? Sure there is. Come on, Muhammad, he just learned. Muhammad, he just learned from the Jewish women. How come Muhammad never heard of it? And where is the teaching in the Quran about the punishment of the grave? The Quran says two stories, that you will be gathered bald and blind. You will be in the day of judgment. That's it. No other statement. Muhammad receiving inspiration from the Jews, as usual. A question.
Is from Aris. He's saying that the torment of the grave, some people here, his scholars, he says, that say that there isn't anything as such. And the minute, take it as a rule of thumb, Aris, whoever says that there isn't the torment of the grave, know that he is an innovator, and he is most likely from the cult of Mu'tazila, because they reject the idea of Adhab al-Qabr, or the torment of the grave. Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah, no one disagrees on this important topic. It's very clear, well stated in the Quran and in the authentic Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, and the consensus of scholars of Ahl Sunnah that it exists. So don't listen to these so-called scholars, immediately cross them out. Don't listen to anything.
And now, if a Muslim, he is a little bit smart, he's trying to fight those fiction stories. The Muslim, they will say he is fake, and actually he is, because simply the one who is lying is Muhammad. So what do you mean you don't believe it? What do you mean? Do you have even an option to believe or not? There was a video, actually. I wish I can find it. You will die laughing if you hear it. Let us see this one. Hold on. This is a Qur'an and Yuka. Zakir Naik, he can do his best.
Allah punishes people in the grave, as there is a possibility that this person may get acquitted on the day of judgment. Similarly, a person who is not punished in the grave may be found to be guilty on the day of judgment. The question posed by Riyaz is that why does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala punish the person in the grave? Maybe on the day of judgment he will be acquitted, so won't it be injustice? And maybe you may not punish a person in the grave and he may be held responsible on the day of judgment. So isn't this wrong? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the glorious Quran, in Surah Imran, in Surah Al Imran, chapter number 3, verse number 185, that Kullu nafsin zaiqatul maut. Every soul shall have a taste of death. And your final recompense will be on the day of judgment. And anyone who is saved from the fire and is admitted into Jannah, into the garden, has achieved the purpose of this life. For this life is goods and chattels of deception. Ya Allah subhanahu.
Look at the drama. Brother, look at the drama, brother. Who can beat such a drama? Can you? I found you a better video. Let us see if this one will work. But I hope it's not with my voice. Let us see.
Pay me money. Worship my God.
Yeah, this is my voice, actually. Too bad. Because this is the video I was looking for. This is a hilarious video about the punishment of the grave. But if you see the original video, you will really die laughing.
No matter how much powerful he might be, if he grabs something and throws it on the earth or on the street, he can hardly bring a crack on it, or maybe move in 1 centimeter, or hardly like that. And that snake will take you 70 yards beneath the earth, and you will go beneath the earth, piercing the earth, piercing the surface of the earth. Your body will go 70 yards down.
Brother, you are now in the grave, brother. Brother, you are now inside the grave. And now Allah will send the snakes, brother. And there is a scorpion, and there is an angels. I mean, the drama is so massive. And those snakes, brother, they will hit you down in the grave, and you will be 70 meters down the grave, brother. This is serious, brother. Do you know really how serious it is? And if you look at the face of this Abdul, I mean, it is different story. The level of stupidity is different story. It is here. Too bad I can't find the original one.
It will take you 70 yards beneath the earth. I mean, a man, no matter how much powerful he might be, if he grabs something and throws it on the earth or on the street, he can hardly bring a crack on it, or maybe move in 1 centimeter, or hardly like that. And that snake will take you 70 yards beneath the earth, and you will go beneath the earth, piercing the earth, piercing the surface of the earth. Your body will go 70 yards down, and then the snake will bring it back, and then he's gonna bite you again, and this is gonna happen. Imagine 90 snakes biting you. Each snake have 9 heads and 1 scorpion.
That is a long different story. 99 snakes, and by the way, they will go inside your anus. This is why the Muslims, when a person he die, they put like a lot of cotton, they push it with the piece of wood inside his anus to prevent this scorpion and those snakes from going inside his anus. Just it's like a support, you know. It's like a first aid, because possibly you will be punished in the grave as a Muslim for something you did here and there. But now we are going to make it hard for those snakes to go inside your anus. And as you see, this snake it's one snake, but each snake have 9 head, and each head have, I think, 7 head or 9 head, depending on the story. So you will end with hundreds of heads of snakes. All of them, they will go inside your anus and they will bite you. This is very serious, brother. And you can tell, look at his face. Let us be honest here. Isn't it this is a clear sign of intelligence? Who in the world can deny that this must be something godly? Nobody can deny it. Muhammad, there is no way Muhammad will say such a thing unless it's true. You know it, I know it. When the guy he was talking about making a prayer or entering the bathroom Why he was so serious? Because Muhammad made them live in fear. So now you want to enter the bathroom, you have to say certain words, otherwise you are really seriously in trouble.
The adhan, the shaitan, he not only runs, but the hadith says lahu durat. You know what durat is? Durat is he runs, and as he's running, yeah, his fart comes out.
See how powerful the prayer to Allah? When you Muslim pray, shaitan he fought. I mean, this is nothing funny there. This is nothing stupid. All of this is absolutely true. You pray to Allah, shaitan fought. Look at this face. Look how he's moving his finger. And who dare to make fun of it? This is the teaching of Muhammad. And this somebody will say to you, I find Islam through religion. I found Islam is amazing. I mean, what the heck? What? You are fooling who, you idiot? You will see an idiot, you know, like those Western, you know, suddenly, Assalamu alaikum, sister. I became a Muslim. I'm wearing hijab. Like, what the heck? What happened? Because I found Islam is very convincing. Are you sure? Absolutely, it's very convincing. Yeah, it's not, you know, because I'm seeking attention or a click in my YouTube and making money. No. But Islam must be true from God. I'm convinced. Yeah, okay. So now you are praying to Allah and shaitan, he starts farting. Serious. Business is getting more serious.
Lahu durat. I'm not making this the hadith.
The hadith.
So that shaitan made me do sin? Get that is durat. You know what durat is?
No.
Shaitan, he not only runs, but the hadith says lahu durat. You know what durat is? Durat is he runs, and as he's running, yeah, his fart comes out. Lahu durat. I'm not making this the hadith.
You're not making it up.
So that shaitan made me do sin? Get up. Yeah, just get up. Just give the adhan. Right? That shaitan, you're gonna make him leak some serious gas. Serious gas. So you know, you go into the toilet, you know, Bismillahi Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-khubuthi wal khaba'ith. So Allah protect me from these devils. You go in there with your left foot. The left foot you went in, you get a reward for that. The dua you said, shaitan will not see you. You're in the toilet, shaitan can't see you anymore. That's in a hadith.
So now, do you remember why this guy, he said shaitan cannot see you? Do you remember why he said it's very important for you when you enter the bathroom, you enter with certain foot, you say certain words, and he said shaitan cannot see you? If you go in the beginning of the video, let us go back.
To believe in using the toilet according to the Islamic perspective and the prophetic tradition. Before we begin, it's important to understand that purifying ourselves from impurity is a condition for our prayers to be valid and accepted by Allah. Negligence in cleaning after using the toilet can also lead to punishment in the grave, as stated by the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now, let's discuss the following etiquettes: before using the toilet, whilst using the toilet, and after using the toilet. Number 1, say Bismillah. This means in the name of Allah. The Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the eyes of the jinn are blocked from seeing the private parts of the children of Adam when one of them says Bismillah upon entering the washroom.
Now we go back to that other guy. So now we understand what he is talking about. When you say such a word, such a sentence, shaitan, he cannot see your anus. He cannot see your anus. That's it. That's what he said. This guy now, he is going to explain to us more details about what's going on in this such a serious manner. And you know, the whole purpose, by the way, of me playing those videos for you, because I want to save your ass. Let us be honest here, literally. I want to save your ass, all of you. Shouldn't you guys be thankful for me? I showed you information is going to affect your future and your ass, literally. If not me, thanks to me, being humble. If not me, you people, your ass not only in danger, you are going to go to hell because of your ass. Your ass not only are going to go to hell, there's someone is going to play with it. Those are true stories. You know, there's a scientist from Japan. His name Yama Aido Lai Yama. True story. As I told you, I have witnesses. Joe Biden, you know the thing. So this scientist from Japan, Yama Aido Lai Yama, he said that they installed a very slow motion camera and they were able to catch every move. Do you know the song? Like every move I take, every step I, like, you're like, see, this is coming inspired from the bathroom. This is a serious ass business. So listen carefully and save your ass.
Serious gas. So you go into the toilet, Bismillahi Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-khubuthi wal khaba'ith. So Allah protect me from these devils. You go in there with your left foot. The left foot you went in, you get a reward for that. The dua you said, shaitan will not see you. You're in the toilet, shaitan can't see you anymore. That's in a hadith, right? If you don't say the dua, what happens is the shaitan not only comes inside, but the hadith of Tirmidhi says he plays with your bowels. He plays with your bowels. So you're inside there, you're thinking you're going to be out there in 5 minutes. He's taking you 20 minutes and you're still not halfway there.
What the heck?
You know why? Because shaitan is going, ooh, la la. See, the hadith told you, the hadith says to us, he plays with your bowels.
Like, in order to convince the Muslim, he say always the hadith says that, which means Muhammad says that. Don't lie. This is serious. The hadith says so. So when they go to that, like he run into, let us say, security, or let us say proof of what he's saying. Hadith says that because those kids are laughing. He's making a lecture, and those Muslim young men, they're what? Are you serious? So right away he say the hadith says so, and then everybody had to shut up. Like, oh, okay, the Prophet says so, so that must be true. It is laughable, stupid, but the second you say the hadith says so, everybody have to go silence. Who dare to question? So now you are inside the bathroom because you forgot to say those words. Guess what? Your anus is screwed, literally. And the genie, they go inside your anus. You are pushing it down and they are pushing it up and they block it. Let us be honest together. How many of you struggle with this from time to time? Can you explain it? You cannot. Can you answer why? You cannot. Muhammad can. If Muhammad is not a prophet of God, how in the world he knew such a scientific information? Isn't it this is all what scientific studies prove to us? Isn't it prove? Actually, me myself, once I want to rob a bank in Zimbabwe. So I said to myself, how I can be unseen. So I said, Bismillah wa bihamdihi, Bismillah. And then I said, A'udhu billah, etc. The same supplication. I became invisible. Not only the police cannot see me, the genie cannot see me too. I went inside, I took the money, they saw the money flying, but they didn't know why. I opened the drawer, I took the money, I put them in, they saw my bag, they saw the money, but they did not see me. Praise be to Allah, brother. True story. So now you want to protect yourself. Let us see here, how many of you from now on, you are going to practice that to save your anus? Do you want somebody really, is a genie, to go inside your anus and block it? Or you want to have very easy, teasy shit coming out? Excuse my language. I think you know the answer. So now, tell us more, Sheikh, what the Prophet said.
Serious gas. So you go into the toilet, Bismillahi Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-khubuthi wal khaba'ith. So Allah protect me from these devils. You go in there with your left foot. The left foot you went in, you get a reward for that. The dua you said, shaitan will not see you. You're in the toilet, shaitan can't see you anymore. That's in a hadith, right? If you don't say the dua, what happens is the shaitan not only comes inside, but the hadith of Tirmidhi says he plays with your bowels. He plays with your bowels. So you're inside there, you're thinking you're going to be out there in 5 minutes. He's taking you 20 minutes and you're still not halfway there. You know why? Because shaitan is going, ooh, la la. See, the hadith told you, the hadith says to us, he plays with your bowels. Yal'abu, he plays with your bowels. So you say the dua, Allah protects you.
Shaitan plays with your bowels when you go into the toilet. I mean, does that even make sense?
Why not? Why not? Come on. What's wrong with you? Brother, this Christian, he don't believe in this. I mean, do you see those Christians, kuffar? Why you don't believe it? It's true. How many times during your lifetime you have a problem to get out? So those Christians, this guy, Christian, he's a Christian. Huh? He's a kafir. They are Christians, are stupid people. They don't know, like, you know, they say 1 + 1 + 1 is equal to 1. Crazy people, brother. Hold on, I have a call. Get some breath. Totally agree with you. An example, the Christian, the word mathematics. Exactly. What do you mean worth mathematics? Exactly. They say to you that 1 + 1 + 1 is equal to 1. Exactly. They don't believe in +1 + 1 + 1. Which one plus? What are you talking about? They believe that God is 1, but he is 3 in the same time. There's no plus. Get some breath. First of all, it's again logic. So shaitan play with your anus is logical? Exactly. And shaitan round himself around your penis is logical? Exactly. And shaitan having intercourse with Muslim women is logical? Prove it to be correctly. And shaitan sleeping in your nose, pissing in your ears, and jumping inside your mouth is logical? Get the breath. All of those are proven to be true. Okay. And the lizard, he blow wind at Abraham. Get the breath. This is a story. They call it a historian, and the historian from Roma. And in Italian, his name is Lamborghini. What the name of the historian? Lamborghini. Lamborghini is a name, a brand of a car. Have nothing to do with the historian. Get the breath. You are stupid and idiot. And I told everybody, get the breath is the last one who can speak about history. Okay, so what this Lamborghini he said about the history of what you are mentioning. Get the breath. Listen carefully. The reason his name is Lamborghini, because simply he is descendant from a family who they are descendant from other family, who they are descendant from other family, and they were witnessing what happened to Abraham. What happened to Abraham? Christian Prince, I can tell you. Let's just question Zakir. Why all Muslims they look so smart? Christian Prince, this is a gift from Allah, and we are very, 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 very smart. I can see it in your face. I mean, look at you and look, like this guy here is talking about 99 snakes go inside your anus, and what they will do? Because then, first of all, it's 990 snake. You are stupid. It's one snake, and the snake have 9 heads, and every snake. So this is hundreds of snakes exactly. But so why you get upset from saying 99 snakes? Because we have to be careful with the details because we're Muslim and we care about details. Okay, what is the name of your prophet in the Quran? Muhammad. So who's Ahmad and Ahmad, and who's Mustafa and Mustafa, and Al-Mahi and Al-Mahi? You just told me you care for details. When I asked you what is the name of your prophet, give me one. What about the rest? Where is the details? First of all, I gave you one because one is enough. Okay, one is enough. Is one Quran is enough or 7 Quran? Prince, one Quran is enough and 7 Quran is enough. How there can be 7 Quran is enough and 1 Quran is Look at the intelligence. Who can beat that? We have to be, we have to be serious here. If you don't believe in such an amazing teaching, you don't know what are you missing. All the stories in Islam is made for smart people only. People who have a high IQ. If you don't have IQ, like Muslims, Well, it's your fault.
Aisha says, can you please explain the hadith about why we should kill the house lizard? First of all, the house lizard, I think they call it salamander or something like that. I'm not sure. The house lizard is an insect.
Yeah.
An insect that...
You see, you might mistakenly think that the first one who discovered that lizard is insect is the American. Absolutely not. The only one in the world who discovered that lizard are insect is Muslims. Nobody yet came to this conclusion. It's an insect. It's proven to be accurately. Who can defeat the logic of... And then they come to the Christians and they will debate about logic. Is it logical to have a Trinity, brother? Yeah, it's logical. God is almighty, and we call him almighty because all logic mean nothing for him. That's why I call him almighty. The logical is, you Muslims, like in your logic, you question God of someone else, asking him to be logical, but the second we ask about your God is not logical. Is that logical? Is that what logic is about? That there is a lizard, he decide to burn Abraham, and lizard is an insect, and lizard is a dangerous species when I kill you?
Call it salamander or something like that. I'm not sure. The house lizard is an insect that is harmful. Some of it cause a lot of diseases. And some say that it intends to walk over the food and the drinks and to poo, where it puts a lot of its illnesses and diseases in people's food. So in general, it is a dangerous creature that only brings harm to the people.
That's
in general.
science. That is science.
And if you notice that anything that is harmful, Islam tells us to kill. So
excuse me. Lizards are not harmful. In fact, farmers, when they do any kind of treatment for their farms, they do their best to avoid killing lizard, because lizard, they do bugs control. You are an idiot. Lizards are very, very important and necessary for our ecosystem. It is natural killer for bad bugs who can destroy the crops and the farms. When the last time you heard that somebody died because a lizard, he killed him? What those people are talking about? Having lizard around your house is good for you. How many mosquito the lizard will need to satisfy his belly a day? How lizard can be dangerous. But here you will notice the whole reason is not about the lizard is dangerous. It's about fiction story Muhammad he is coming with.
The Prophet ﷺ, it tells us mice do heinous things. Though people nowadays are so fond of them. We're told to kill the crows. A crow that also carries diseases. And
they don't kill the crow because it carries disease. They kill it because Muhammad, he says, "Uqtulu kulla aswadin bahim." Kill everything, anything, any living being is totally black. Totally black. Kill it. Muhammad is so, he hate, he's a racist, and he is very superstition. And this is why he says, kill the black dog, for it is the devil. The black dog is the devil. So he is not really the real reason why they want to kill the crow, because simply it's black. That's all. That's all.
eats dead meat. We're ordered to kill.
We eat the crow because it eats dead meat. Well, don't you Muslims eat dead meat too? Like, do you eat the sheep alive? What do you mean? Dead meat? There's tons of animals eat dead meat. Why only the crow is the one you want to kill because it's black? Most of the beasts, they eat dead meat. Even lions, they eat dead meat, which means something they did not kill themselves. A dead body they found in the ground, a dead cow, a dead animal, a dead wolf, they eat each other. But so if this is the reason, then we should eat kill any animal, do that. Birds, chickens, they eat cockroaches. Is that true? They eat even shit. They fight over it, actually. It's like cake for them. They don't want to give you the real reason that because Muhammad is superstition and he hated black color and he considered anything is pure black is scary, is the enemy.
Kill snakes. We're ordered to kill scorpions.
Black snakes, not only snakes, black snakes. Because the normal snakes, if they are not black, they might be even a Muslim genie. That's why a Muslim, he have to ask the snake 3 times, 3 days. They give a snake warning in 3 days to leave the house. If it's a Muslim snake, it's going to leave. If it is not, then he should kill it. All of this is based on superstition. Maybe I can find you a video of himself. Let's see. Let's continue with this one.
And these, by nature, are harmful for people. So killing them is justifiable and it's a legitimate thing to do. Likewise with the house lizards. And there is a hadith in Sahih al-Bukhari where the Prophet told us, alayhi salatu wasalam, that when Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him, was thrown by his people in the blazing fire, all the creatures of Allah used to try and put off the fire, with the exception of the house lizard. It used to try to blow so that the fire would grow. And this shows you that our relationship, not only with people.
That shows us that Islam is messed up, my friend, and showed us Islam is made for a fool who decide to be a fool. There's no way a human being, he have a little intelligence, he have a little intellect, will believe in the garbage of Muhammad. When a doctor, he came to Muhammad and he told him, Prophet, we are using frogs in our medicine. What Muhammad said to this doctor? You will not believe it. And with this, we will leave you for today.
About other amphibious animals, such as frogs, for example. Well, frogs is not an issue of being a sea creature or an amphibious creature. There is a specific ruling for that, because the Prophet ﷺ prohibited their killing, and whatever the Prophet ﷺ prohibits killing, then it becomes haram to eat and consume. A man came to the Prophet ﷺ and he was a doctor. So he said, O Prophet of Allah, we use frog meat in our medication. So the Prophet denied him and prohibited him from killing frogs. And in another narration, the Prophet ﷺ said that, I don't know what you call the sound of frogs, but the sound of the frogs is tasbih. It's praising Allah Azza wa Jal. It's glorifying Allah Azza wa Jal. So the Prophet prohibited killing it, alayhi salatu wassalam.
So the reason we don't kill the frog, because the frog sound, he is praising Allah. If this is a religion from God, so what is the stupidity? The frog is lucky. Muhammad, he'd come to his head, or he heard from somebody that the frog is praising Allah, so now a Muslim cannot kill frogs. Do you see how a stupid fool like Muhammad can affect the king, the animal kingdom? So now a poor lizard is their enemy. Why? Because he tried to burn Abraham. Frog is their friend. Why? Because he is praising Allah. Frog is a Muslim. Lizard is not a Muslim. Why? Muhammad says so. And then we got people, they are trying to tell us how to do poo-poo.
Number 2, enter with your left foot. Number 3, say the following supplication. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-khubthi wal-khaba'ith. This means, O Allah, I seek refuge in you from all offensive and wicked things. Number 4, try not to speak unnecessarily or use your phone while using the toilet. It was reported that a man passed by the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
So the conclusion, all of this, is just to make you paranoid, full of phobia, because everything around you is scary. A man, he entered the door of his room, and he found his wife touching herself. And he called the Islamic TV. What they said to him? They said, brother, it's obvious that your wife, she having intercourse with the genie. Another guy, he claimed that when he entered the house or his wife's bedroom, he found fire in her pubic area. The Muslims, the explanation for that, they said, because the genie is made of fire and he is having intercourse with your wife, so her bushes caught in fire. Muslims believe in all kind of madness, stupid stories because of Muhammad. Having sex with genie, the genie having sex with women, the genie is raping a Muslim man, the genie eating the food in your fridge. Like in a Muslim house, if you steal the food, they will never suspect you because they believe genie, they live with them and they are eating the food. Actually, there's once where a Muslim Saudi family, they sue the genie who live in their house to the Islamic court. Let me see if I can find you. So this not only he eating, there's things is disappearing in the house. Money, jewelries. Obviously, their son maybe is doing drugs, and he steals things. And now, the genie. The genie. If you search in Google, you will find tons of stories about those things. Maybe next time we go live, we can continue showing you the weird, stupid stuff Muslims they believe in. And maybe we'll go more into the stories of sexuality and how Islam have a huge impact in Muslim life and practice based in baseless stuff, just fiction, stupid stories. You are what you believe. And if you are stupid, you will believe in everything. And then people will control you. The whole point is how to control your mind, how to control your thinking. And then by doing that, we can control your behavior. And Muhammad, he used everything he can to control those Muslims. And now literally they are slaves. They call themselves slaves, they are slaves. Slave of those fiction stories, stupid stories, which nobody will believe in them except a foolish person. And we are here to help the Muslim to free them from their stupidity. The purpose of my video today is not to make fun of Muslims as much as to make fun of Islam. And if it happened, you felt offended, well, you deserve it. Because if you are a fool, everybody will laugh at you. If you really believe that there's a God who will give you endless penis, well, I have to laugh at you. I have no choice. All the stories your prophet, he said, not only they are stupid, they are madness. And believing in them is a proof of stupidity. You do not need to bring me a PhD degree. And to make it more funny, somebody will say to you he's an engineer. Somebody is a doctor and they believe in this garbage. And then you ask yourself, so what did those people did in school? Fear, my friend, will block your mind. This is why in Islam, terrorism is so important. So if this story is funny, we will kill you. Then what do? You block the idea of laughing at it and you force yourself to believe in it because of fear. So when you tell your son, do you see this story, the prophet, your son might laugh. So don't say that, they will kill you, you idiot. They will kill us even old. Then you block it in your head since a childhood because this is a dangerous laugh. Don't not laugh at this. Don't even think about it for a second. And by time, this idea will be blocked totally from a questioning. Who dare to question? The Quran make it clear, chapter 5, verse 101, and 102. Ask not questions. It's forbidden. Verse number 102 says why? Because previous generation, they left their faith because of those questions. Here you notice too that this cannot have to do with anything with Christianity or the Abrahamic belief. Because suddenly your trade business is the business of God. You see, like in the Old Testament, Moses mentioned that you have to stay away, but this is because those people, they are in the Exodus and they have to save the camp. They are camp. They are moving like Bedouin. But this is not because God, he will judge you because of where you did your business. It's just about being a cleaner. It's about being better. Here is about superstition. If your urine touch your skin, the angels will torture you. And it doesn't matter if you wash it, by the way, or not. No. Still, the angel will torture you. And why? Because Muhammad, he learned this from a Jewish woman. And since then, he spread the news and he started adding to it. So, a person who have little intelligence, he should ask himself, what does this have to do with God? Here you notice what Jesus said, it's not what come from your mouth, it's not what go from your mouth, sorry, it's what come out from your mouth. They focus on what come in their mouth, what came from their anus, what they do with the anus. All of Islam is about things that have nothing to do with God. If you type the word farting in the website of Hadith, you will be scared. Muhammad, he spent years in his life talking about farting. Christ, he speak about your soul. He speak about your wisdom. He speak about you, how to live good and die good. Because a smart person who live good and die good, which means you die as you want to die. Here, it's about how to live horribly in fear, to the point the bathroom for you is scary. Going out of the bathroom is scary. Going in the bed is scary. There's words you have to say anywhere you want. Before you open your door, before you go to your bedroom, before you put your pen, before, before and after, and within. Which hand you eat with, which hand you don't, what you can touch, what you cannot touch, because Muhammad, he want to put cuffs in your hand and your brain so you don't think and you don't question how stupid this religion is. Where is the spirituality? There's no spirituality. Allah himself is not a spirit. The Muslim, they say to you, our God is the same as God of Abraham, but many of you do not know that Muslims don't believe that God is a spirit. So how we can have the same God? If we have the same God, then we should have God as a spirit. They don't. If we have the same God, we should have the same heaven. Their heaven is just food and sex and bing bong, boom boom, stupidity and filth. Everything in the religion is nothing but a collection of fictions. He took some from the Sabi and some from the Arab, Black Stone, Kaaba, major things took from the Arab, the pagan Arab, and he's a pagan. And then when he wanted the Christians to believe in him, he said, I believe in Jesus, and he gave him a wrong name because Muhammad could not even quote a name correctly. And then he made Jesus the nephew of Moses, and Mary, she is the daughter of the father of Moses. Messed up history. And then when he speak about Abraham, he give us stories. Even he's trying to quote some stories from the Jews, but he add his own spice and stupid things. So don't make them fool you with saying that they believe in Jesus. They don't. Their Jesus is not even our Jesus. His name is Isa. Who is Isa? Nobody knows. All the names in the Quran are wrong. All the history, all the dates, everything is wrong. And today we just give you little of the stupidity. A religion about bathroom. What do you say before you enter the bathroom? And what you say before you sit in the toilet seat? And what you say after you stand up? And what you say when you are pissing? And what you say when you are pushing? What you say when you are wiping? You have to say things. Otherwise, your life and your anus is at danger. I did not play the whole video because I'm sure more stories will come. Look at this. What? What is this? Hold on, I did not play this one.
Paper or any solid matter due to remove impurities. Option 1, use toilet paper to clean yourself. This is also known as istijmar. If you use toilet paper or any solid matter.
Do you know why he called it istijmar? Because Muhammad, he used to use rocks and even bones. And now they are making it the same as toilet paper. No, you Muslims should have rocks if you want to follow Islam for truth. Istijmar.
Due to the unavailability of water, this is sufficient. And do it at least 3 times or more. There will be no need for you to wash your private parts.
Three times? Muhammad, he used to do it 3 times. Is it enough for you to clean your bum 3 times? They claim that they are people of being clean. And then we find Muhammad taking shower with dead dogs and wearing blood from period and garbage. So the whole story is just to control you, to fool you, to make you unable to think, unable to use your brain, and to stay dumb. This is the religion of the dumb. Are you? Do we have any Muslim would like to call me before we finish for today? As you see, we post our Skype. We say, who dare to call us? This is garbage religion. It's not even a religion. It's not even a religion. What is this? There's a hadith where a man, an Arab man, he said to a Muslim guy, one of the companions of Muhammad, he said, you're a prophet. He teach you this about shit? He said, yes. He teach us even how to do khara. And you know, this is a vulgar language, al-khara. Hatta al-khara. So the man, he said to him, I see your friend. Obviously, the Arab is making fun of him. He said, I see your friend even teaching you about shit. You see, they try to use the Arabic, the English word, but this is not what the Arabic is saying. It says literally shit, khara. He said, yes. In fact, forbidding us that anyone among us should clean himself with his right hand. Anyone knows why you cannot clean yourself with the right hand? Anyone knows why? Any Muslim can tell us? So what the left hand God created for? What the problem exactly? I mean, we have two hands, and we are not even allowed to choose which one. What difference is going to make? Even Muhammad, he come with superstition stories like if you eat with the left hand, shaitan, he eat with you. Don't touch your wife's vagina with the left hand. When you have sex with your wife, you have to say a certain prayer. Otherwise, shaitan will wrap himself around your penis and he will be doing your wife. How many of you Muslims do have sex with his wife and you don't mention that prayer? In fact, if I tell you the story, you will die laughing. A Muslim, he used to come to YouTube in a program called Pal Talk. And he go to a Christian room and he insult the Christian, says to them, you are the sons of shaitan. Why? Because Muhammad, he said, if you don't say this prayer, shaitan will enter, will round himself around your penis and he will do the women. So based on this, well, the Christians don't say those prayers. They don't ask Allah, seek refuge by Allah. Therefore, shaitan, he, doing boom boom to their, mothers. Therefore, you are son of shaitan. So those Christians, they asked me to talk to this guy. So I took the microphone when they insisted. And I said, are you sure from this story is true? He said, absolutely. He said, are you sure? 3 times I asked him. So I said, okay, as long as you are sure that this is true and happened, that means your prophet himself is a son of shaitan because his father was not a Muslim. He never said this prayer. Therefore, shaitan, he put himself around the penis of the father of Muhammad and he have intercourse with the mother of Muhammad. And here this is showing you how stupid Muhammad is. How you say, if you don't say that, shaitan will do boom boom to your wife. But isn't it Allah, Prophet himself is a son of a man who don't believe in Allah? You see the stupidity? Obviously, Muhammad, he have a low IQ. Let us see. Maybe we can talk about those issues maybe later, just to show you more stupidity about those things. But those supplication is very important before intercourse. Imagine now your wife, she is excited, she is horny. You tell her, honey, let's go to bed. And then now it's time to make a prayer and her, I don't want to describe, but you know the thing. Ask Joe Biden. So this is just the most stupid, mad cult. And you cannot be a person with intellect and yet you believe in such a garbage. So I want to say thank you all for being here. I hope today we have a good time together. And we pray that Muslim, they will watch our videos and non-Muslim. And I trust you that you will download my videos, share them with your friends, and let everybody see why we Christians are smarter from believing in such a garbage. There's no way a person, he have a brain, will believe in this. A prophet, he is teaching me how to do shit. And then the shit affect my religion, affect even my God, affect my prayer. What a shitty religion. You see, Muhammad, he have sex with the children, no problem. Muhammad kidnapping women from their husband, no problem. Muhammad raping a woman after he killed her husband, her father, her brother, her tribe, no problem. Muhammad having sexual desire for a woman, she's walking by, yet he claimed to be a prophet of God, no problem. Muhammad, he promised them anything they want in heaven, including having sex with boys, men, women. Even there's magazine, pictures in heaven. You choose any picture, you sleep with it. No problem. But you don't say words before you have intercourse, you have a big problem. You don't say certain words before you enter the bathroom, you are a big problem. You have to follow an endless chains of sentences you have to say every day. during the day long in order to be safe from the hand of Allah, which is a God never exists, is the God of the Arab before Islam, and is God of the Arab after Islam. Thank you all for being here. May the Lord bless you, and I will try to see you tomorrow again if the Lord grant us to live again. Thank you. To live until tomorrow. And thank you for being here. May the Lord bless you. God is good, so is Jesus. And Islam is nothing but just a bunch of stupid stories, collection of stories made by a fool for the fool. And if a foolish like Muhammad can fool you, how fool are you? Or how foolish are you? That is really weird. Thank you.